All right, Assalamu alaikum, Jamian. Good evening to everyone. I hope everyone is doing great, inshallah. This is Dr. Mohsen from one of the colleges, one of the University of UTAS, of course, from Ibri. I hope everyone is doing great. And tonight we're going to, make a very quick and short revision for the speaking. There are some students who, requested me to have a session tonight. So that's why I'm not trying to go so deeply, into, 3 parts that you have in your speaking test. We will only practice the most important things, the most important points that you need to keep it in your mind for tomorrow's exam. You studied, you practiced, and everything, right? So tonight we just try to make sure that you're going to follow these things, these points that I'm going to share. Of course, your teacher told you so many amazing points, but tonight it is just a very quick revision, okay? We are going to review some important points. I request everyone not to switch on your video or mic. Please be careful about that. In the session, I will ask some students to answer the questions. Okay, we're going to have a practice. Then I will notify, I will remind you, I will tell you your mistakes, your weak points whenever you are talking. So it will be a session with some practices as well. So if you have any questions before I start, you can ask me the questions. If you do not have anything to ask, then I will start the session right now. Is there any question? I believe that part 2 is the most important part that most of students have problems in that. You know why I'm telling this? Because based on my experience, there are many students who even don't know how to start answering part 2. You know why? Because they did not have practice. If you have just little practice how to start it, that will change your mark a lot. So you need to follow some points. And by the way, if you don't know good vocabulary, if you don't know how to make good sentences with good grammar, then of course your mark will not gonna be excellent or amazing. There are some students, maybe their level is maybe level 2. They are in level 2, but they reach to level 4, for any reasons. And they expect that they can pass level 4. No, it's not that easy. So of course, the teacher will not gonna give you a good mark when you are not able to make a simple sentence with a good grammar. So Shabab, I know it is too late right now to learn something new. So tonight, it is just a very quick review only, okay? It's a quick review. Okay, let's get started, all right? So in the first part, Shabab, I'm going to review some nice vocabulary that you can use them tomorrow before your exam, okay? You can take notes, those vocabulary, and try to remember them, okay? Before you go inside the class, try to keep reviewing those vocabulary because these vocabularies are useful for any topics almost, okay? If you know these kalimat, then you can use them in different contexts, for different topics, all right? So let's start with the most common vocabulary and expression, and then I will talk about the techniques. So I will be quick because I shared a video. Some students watched my videos and they read my notes. So for them, this session will be very effective. They can understand everything. But some students did not watch my video. I shared video before, okay? And I shared also the files for speaking. Maybe some of you read, maybe some of you did not read. So let's see who is able to answer my questions after explanation. So first I will review everything and then I will start asking questions, okay? So let's get started. The first point that Shabab, you need to know is past tense. I know some of you are extremely, yani very, very much, too much. Some of you are extremely weak in past tense. You have problem in past tense. When the teacher asks question, you do not listen it nicely. You do not listen nicely whether if this question is related to past tense, present tense, or future. You just keep talking without paying attention to that, and that's why teacher will not gonna give you a good mark because maybe you are not talking into past tense. The question related to past tense, but you're talking something different. So you need to be careful. For example, this question, they ask you about something about traveling. Do you like traveling? Where did you travel last summer? Okay, of course, you need to use past tense. I traveled to Iran. I traveled to Turkey 2 years ago. 2 years ago, for example, or I spent. So you should know the madi of some kalimat, some verbs like travel, spend. There are many. And now it is too late to learn those things. What I want to say, you need to be careful when your question is in past tense. That's it. This is my point. Okay. So point number one, be careful how to use past tense. Like for example, this kalimat you have problem. Teach. The mazif teach is taught. Last semester, maybe they will ask you something related to college, university, studies. So maybe the question is in the past tense. So you cannot say that Mr. Ahmad teach me in level 2. No. Mr. Ahmed taught me. Mr. Ahmed taught me. I learned so many things in his class. So be careful about these kalimat. About future, maybe there are some questions related to future. What are you going to do after, I don't know, 3 years? Okay, you need to know how to talk in mustaqbal. For mustaqbal, you need some kalimat. Like what? I will, I am going to buy a car. I'm going to talk about. I'm going to open a new business, or I plan to. I may. I wish. I intend. So these will and going to or plan to are very important for future. If you want to talk about future, I will. For example, open a mishkaki or restaurant, or I am going to learn a new language. Then this is for future. If you get a question, مرتبط to future. Okay. About likes and dislikes. Some students only say, I like, I like, I like. They only use one word. Ya Shabab, use different range of vocabularies. You need to have a good variety, تنوع, variety. So تنوع in speaking is very important. Keep it in your mind. So for example, you should not always say I like, I like. Okay, there are many other kalimat similar to that, like I am interested in, I am crazy about. Okay, I'm crazy about, I'm interested in learning, or I'm crazy about, or I am a big fan of. So at least these two you need to know. Okay, for example, they talk about sports. Of course, my favorite sport is football. I am crazy about this sport because it is so much fun. Because I enjoy a lot. Sure, because I enjoy a lot. many students even don't know how to use enjoy. It is a level 1 sentence. Because I enjoy a lot. Because I feel so good. I feel super good. See, with simple things, you can make a good impression. Okay. About dislike, as you know that there are some kalimat. I don't like it, or I am not into. I am not into, yani I don't like it. I don't like it. Or أنا أكره, I hate. You know, these are kalimat for like and dislike. Or it's a cup of tea, yani it's very easy. You know, this is just an idiom. Of course, those students who knows idioms, they will get a good marks. Okay. About giving opinion, do not always keep saying in my opinion. Try to change it, yani. Okay. I believe that in my opinion, or some students say that, but it depends. If they ask your opinion, you should use it. Okay. In my opinion, or I believe that, I strongly believe that, or to the best of my knowledge, this is difficult, I know. But those students who want to get excellent mark, if they use this one, oh, your teacher will love it. Because nobody can use such kind of things. I mean, level 4 students, nobody can use this. I didn't see anyone. Because this is very advanced. So Shabab, you don't need to speak this much advanced because it is difficult to learn it now. So it is for those students who are yani, little bit not strong in English. So these two, in my opinion, for example, in my opinion, football is the most popular, see, in my opinion, football is the most popular sport in Oman. I believe that football is the most popular like this. Or to the best of my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, football is the most popular sport in Oman, or as far as I know. As far as I know, see, even this one also is a very nice one when you want to give opinion. These two are for advanced students if you want to get excellent, you know, if you want to speak advanced English. Okay, for adding information, you know it. Try to use, you know, these kalimat when you're talking, explaining. Use, you know, these kalimat for adding information. Okay, especially in part 2. In addition, or sometimes you can say plus. For example, you're talking about the economy of Oman. You're talking about learning English. Instead of saying in addition, you can use plus. Plus, you know, learning English can help us to get a good job in future. Plus, learning English can help us to get a good job in future. Shabab, by the way, my voice is clear. I didn't ask you. Shabab, I hope that everything is okay. Can you hear me? Are you able to use your mic? If not, please type.
Yes, it's clear. Yes.
Okay. Why you are sleeping then, ya akhi? Talk شوية. I thought maybe something is wrong. Am I speaking fast? Everybody can understand what I'm saying? Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, خلاص. We will continue. So when they ask you about adding information, you can use in addition, moreover, or, you know, in addition, also, or plus. See, this moreover, you know, are very rasmi. No need, moreover. Actually, and in fact, يعني في الحقيقة, okay, these kalamat can help you to, you know, impress the teacher. Okay, these are for adding information. About however, but I will not explain right now. About now, I'm going to talk about some kalamat that can help you to, you know, impress and jazb. the examiner, the teacher. One of those كلمات is majority شباب. Majority. يعني أغلب. Okay, maybe you get a question about something, about economy, about immigration. Okay, so you can use this كلمة. The majority of people in Oman, the majority of the students in UTAS colleges, universities. يعني أغلب. The majority of يعني what? يعني أغلب. يعني most of the students do not have cars in Oman, or the majority of the students cannot speak English. Okay, the majority. This is a very nice word that you can use it. Okay, another word is challenging, that you can use it for difficult. For example, learning English is very challenging. Actually, في الحقيقة, learning English is very challenging. Challenging يعني difficult. So these are some kalimat that you can use it as a synonym, okay? Like a synonym. So these are nice synonyms, challenging and difficult. Do not keep saying it's very important, very important, very important. You can use different kalimat, alternative words, like highly important. Learning English is highly important. In my idea, learning English is super important. Super yani very, very much. Extremely also yani very, very much. Too much. Okay? So do not keep saying very much, or very important, very important. You can use this kalimat also. Highly important, extremely important, or super important. They may ask you question related to this. How often? Wallah, I think there are many students in level 4 who still don't know the meaning of how often. ليش? Because unfortunately those students were irresponsible. They were not responsible at all during their studies. They were not serious. They were not good listeners. So Shabab, how often, as you know that, it's an easy word, level 1 word. يعني كم مرة. So be careful when they ask you something about that. How often do you go to gym? How often do you go to cinema? How often, for example, do you watch a movie? So you need to know how to answer it. You can answer it with once a week. Once, يعني واحد time a week, and one time. Twice, and 2 times. I watch movies once a week. I go to Muscat once a week, once a month, or twice a week, or you can say every day. Okay, so be careful about how often. All right, this word, nowadays, you know it. You can use it in your speaking. Actually, nowadays, or these days, I don't know what you said in Arabic. Nowadays, students are not serious in their studies. Unfortunately, unfortunately, nowadays, many students are not serious and jad in their studies. So these kalamat can help you. All right. Now, okay, forget about that. This is task 2, you know. Another word is to be honest, and في الصراحة, you can use this word also. Maybe they will ask you some questions related to your opinion. You can use to be honest, and في الصراحة. To be honest, blah, blah, whatever you want. To be honest, I am not good at English because I don't practice it, because I don't like it. Okay? So to be honest is one thing. Now we'll go to part 2, which is super important. The most important part is part 2 that many of you have problems. Okay, let's go to part 2. بعدين I will show you some topics, okay? When I am done, I will show you different topics, Shabab, because you should be familiar with topics. Some students are not familiar with topics. That's why they cannot speak English. They cannot speak about that topic. Okay, for part 2, Shabab. For part 2, what we have to do, I will not read these things. You yourself should read it after the exam, after the video. Okay. Only I will tell you the most important things before you answer the part 2 cue card. So the first thing, Shabab, you need to have a good introduction. Yani muqaddama is important in part 2. How to start your answer, it is very important. Some students don't know how to start answering the question in part 2. Of course, they will give you a question in a paper. They give you a question in paper, and they will tell you, all right, in part 2, I'm going to give you a cue card question. You have 1 minute to prepare, and after 1 minute, you should speak for 2 or 3 minutes. So they will give you 1 minute to prepare, to take notes, okay? They will give you a paper, and you need to take notes. I will tell you how to do it. So the first thing that, Shabab, you need to, so for example, this is the question, okay? I'll show you the question. Hada, for example. This is the question. Then speak about your favorite teacher who taught you in the foundation level. You should say, who was the teacher? Of course, this is, these are taking notes, you know, these are nukat for taking notes that I will tell you later. See, you should say that who was the teacher, which college did he teach you, what did he teach you, why did he like that, why did you like that teacher? So this is the question that you will, for example, get tomorrow. Then, so now we will go back to nukat. What nukat you need to remember? So the first thing, you need to know how to paraphrase it. I will tell you how to do it. You don't need to repeat the questions. مو يعني you should not repeat the question. يعني like this. Okay, I will tell you my favorite teacher. Who was that teacher? Mr. Ahmed was that teacher. Which college did he teach you? He teach me in I don't know, in Al Musana College. Okay. You do not read. You should not read these questions at all. Abadan. This is a big mistake. Don't read questions. These points, bullet points, I mean.
Mr. Doctor, can you turn on the? I can't listen to you. Turn on the mic.
Oh my God, I don't know why sometimes my mic will be closed. I have no idea. And thank you very much. From where my voice was unmuted? From which part?
This part.
From points, huh?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so when my mic is closed, please immediately speak, okay? And tell me, all right? Because I cannot see it. Tamam?
Okay.
Tamam, shukran. All right. So I was saying that, Shabab, that you should not repeat those bullet points. You should not repeat them. You should not repeat them that who was that teacher. Mr. Ahmad was my teacher. Which college he taught you? He taught me in Al Musanna College. No, you should not repeat. You should not say those bullet points in front of your teacher at all. Okay? Don't.
Doctor, again. Turn on.
Mr. Again, Mr. The mic. Oh my God.
I don't know why this is happening. Wallah, I don't know. I can't understand why. Okay, I hope it won't happen again. All right, so I was saying that do not repeat the question. Those bullet points, you should not read them. Do not take long notes. You should take short notes in the paper, okay? Just write keywords. And yeah, okay. These are the most important. Okay, now, Shabab. You know what is the biggest mistake that the students do in this part? The biggest mistake is many students, okay, only read the bullet points. They read the bullet points. They answer them with short. They talk about those bullet points with short answers, okay? And after a few seconds, after 1 minute, their speaking will be finished. So this is a big mistake. They don't know because they think that I just need to talk about only these bullet points. No, Shabab. These bullet points only, you know, are some help, some nukat that the university is giving to you to get some ideas. We do not expect you only to answer those nukat. We want you to focus tarkiz on the question, the main question. Speak about your favorite teacher. Just focus on that. Those bullet points only are some helpful things, you know. There are some supportive things. There are some nukat that you need to, get an idea. They are in that paper to give you an idea. We don't expect you just to answer those things. So be careful. Tomorrow when you get the question, focus on the question itself, the main topic. Okay, focus on that. And some parts maybe you can explain a lot. So explain a lot in some parts. But some parts maybe are very short and you cannot explain a lot. Okay, I will tell you right now what I mean. All right. So this is the question. Should I cover all bullet points? Not necessary. ما يحتاج to explain or to answer all bullet points. Not necessary. It's not necessary. If you don't know one bullet point, how to answer it, it's okay. Skip it. Skip it and go to another one and talk about that. So Shabbat, focus on the main topic. The main topic. Talk about that. That is about that and keep talking about that. These bullet points sometimes, make your mukh kharban wallah. Because of those bullet points that you focus a lot, you don't know what to say. Because you're just focusing on that. You're not focusing on topic. So don't worry about the bullet points. Just think about the topic mostly, okay? Now, so see, examiners will test you based on those points, but your general English, they will check. And we teachers want to see that how much you are able to talk about that topic, how much you are able to talk about that. This is what we want. We want to see you to speak fluently. Okay? We don't want to see that you're answering the bullet points or not. Just talk about the topic without any stress. Okay? All right. Now, sometimes maybe you say that, Ya akhi, this topic is maybe I don't know what to say about this topic. This topic, I don't have any information. What should I do? Should I ask the teacher to change the topic? I cannot comment on this. Some teachers accept to change the topic. Some teachers do not accept. Actually, it is not allowed to change the question. Whatever you get, you need to answer it. This is the rule. Then, but some students, they request, sir, I'm sorry, may I request you to change the topic, please? That is, you can give a try if you want. That's up to you. Okay? But if you did not get, if your question is very difficult and you don't know any information, you have two options. Either you should be a chazab, a very nice story maker, or you need to ask, maybe, request the teacher to change it if you really don't know what to say. Okay, so these two pieces of advice I can tell you in the exam. So, but I recommend, I suggest you that you make a good story. And at that time, try to make a story and a kizb, a fake story in your mind. You should be very creative in your mind at that time. Because most of us maybe do not know anything about the topic, but you need to be very sharper at that time to make a story. So be careful about that. All right? Or maybe sometimes you can say that actually, to be honest, this question is a very tough question, is a very difficult question. I don't have enough information about this, but I try my best to talk about it. Even you can say it at the beginning like this. Okay? I try my best, or I do my best to tell you some information about this topic. You can say it like this also. All right, now let's practice. So this is the, what is it? This is the question. So what is the first step? You need to read the question carefully. This is very important. Read the question carefully, try to understand. Then you have the cue card, okay? Then read the bullet points. For the bullet points, okay, you can take notes. Who was that teacher? For example, Mr. Ahmed, for example, okay? In the paper that you have, you should take those notes, okay? Just 1 word, 2 word, that's it. Which college? For example, I don't know, Muscat College, whatever. What did he teach you? Taught me. See here, it is better to write it in the past. Teach you. What did he teach you? Okay, he taught me English, for example. Okay, why did you like that teacher? Okay, why did I like that teacher? Okay, so here, which kalamat you know about the shakhsiyah of that person? So you only use those kalamat. Which kalamat you know how to tawsif a teacher? Because why did you? Because he was helpful, humble, mutawazi, for example, kind. يعني different reasons. يعني the dalail. You just write the dalail, why you like that teacher. So these are some nukat that you write in your in your paper. Okay. Okay. Now what we have to do, the second thing, you need to start your answer with a good muqaddamah. As I told you, many students don't know. They start, okay, who was the teacher? Mr. Ahmad was my teacher. No, this is a very bad start. Okay, so there are some ways, tariqa, to start. So I want you to use these sentences to start. The most common one is this one. I'm going to talk about this one. How to answer it? How to start your topic 2? I am going to talk about. Mu yani going to. I explained it in that video, the previous one. Yani I will. Going to yani I will. I will. Here going to means I will. Okay. All right. I am going to talk about my, not your. So here you should be careful. I'm going to talk about mine. Some students say, I'm going to talk about your favorite teacher. What? You talk about you? No, the question is asking you. Okay, I'm going to talk about my favorite teacher who taught me. Here again, you should change it. Taught me in the foundation level. This is the muqaddamah. This is one way. Okay, this is one way I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about, or I'm going to speak about, speak about my favorite teacher who taught me in the foundation level. So some students can start it like this, but some students can paraphrase it. If you can paraphrase it, your mark will be better than this. For example, all right, I'm going to speak about one of my outstanding or amazing teacher who taught me in the foundation level. See, instead of a favorite teacher, I say that one of my best teacher, one of my amazing teacher who taught me in the foundation level. Instead of favorite, for example, you change only this word. This will be paraphrasing, for example, a very small, short paraphrasing. See, this is the way that you need to start your, part 2 cue card. I am going to. This is one way. Then, I'm going to describe, or I would like to talk about. These are another things. Or some students say, okay, this is an interesting question. I'm going to talk about. They will say like this. This is an interesting question. Some students directly answer. That is also absolutely okay. Some students directly answer the questions. All right, now I will show you the sample answer, okay, and then we analyze it. Okay, see, this is the sample answer. Okay, I am going to talk about one of my favorite or one of my best teachers who taught me in the foundation level 2, in the foundation level 4, level 3, whatever. His name was, or his name is Mr. Hassan. He was an Omani. Okay, shuf. He was an Omani. Is there anything about nationality here? The question is asking any nationality here? No, right? There's no question about nationality. So I told you, you can put melah, or you can put, spice, whatever you want, while explaining, while, answering the talking about the topic. So Shabab, you don't need to only explain these nukat. You can talk anything you related to this topic. Your favorite teacher. So any information about your favorite teacher, like for example, nationality. Okay, I'm going to talk about my favorite teacher who taught me in foundation level. Actually, his name was Mr. Ahmed. Mr. Ahmed, if I'm not mistaken, he was from India. He taught me in Muscat College. Actually, Muscat College is a very, amazing college in Oman. Shuf. I'm giving related also information. I do not say that he taught me in Muscat College and khalas. I explain also shwaya. Muscat College is one of the, for example, best colleges located in Muscat, like this. So you should give related also information. Do not khali give small answers. My best teacher was Mr. Ahmed. He taught me in Muscat College. He taught me English. I like him because he was kind and helpful. So khalas, 30 seconds, your speaking will be finished. If you answer it like this. So you should not answer it like this. You should speak for 2 or 3 minutes. The teacher wants to see that how much you can talk about this topic. So here you need to have a creative mind. Your mukh should be creative to put malah masala to that question. So here you should focus on this favorite teacher, your favorite teacher. Whatever you know about your favorite teacher, keep talking about him. Not only these bullet points. So be careful. In this bullet point, here, the last one. For example, here you can explain more. You have more information in this part. So explain more in this part. Sometimes maybe one bullet points you don't understand. Okay, don't answer it at all. Just focus on the topic. Just focus on the topic. Something related to this topic, just talk about that. بشكل العام, talk about that. زين? So be careful. So this is just a very short action. This is short. You can make it better than this, but I made it very short to make you understand actually. All right, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite teachers, one of my best teachers who taught me in the foundation level, in the foundation level 2. Actually, his name is Mr. Hassan. He was an Omani. He taught me reading and writing skills at UTAS Muscat. UTAS Muscat is one of the best colleges in my opinion. I liked him a lot because he was, sure, because the question is Madi, I'm using Madi. He was, okay, sometimes maybe you can use the present, that's okay. Because he was a very or super caring and helpful person. Now I'm putting more information. Also, in addition or plus, he had a good personality. Okay, he had a good personality. It is better not to say in addition, Shabab. In addition or such kind of things are mostly we use it in writing. So also and plus are more common. Also plus, okay? Besides also. So these kalimat are more common in speaking. Also or plus, I loved his teaching methods and tariqa tadris, because he used to teach us with easy methods. So this is the way that you can talk about part 2. All right. So now I want to show you some topics that you may get. Allah knows what topics you get, but I will make you familiar with some topics for tomorrow. Okay. For example, maybe they will ask you talk about a time you were with a lot of people, a crowded place, a muzdaham place. So for example, you can say that, okay, I'm going to talk about a time I was with many people. Actually, 2 years ago, I went to Muscat Mall. When I went there, I saw so many people, around 10,000 people in that mall. I went there to buy some some clothes for myself, and I really had a great time. When I went there, I visited so many shops, and I had a great shopping. And at the end, I seriously felt super happy and amazing because it was a great experience for me. Shuf? So this is, for example, one topic. Maybe to ask you about a job you're interested in. Interested in يعني أنت مهتم. Interested in يعني you مهتم, you like. I am interested in. So be careful. I'm interested in teaching jobs. I like to be a teacher like this. Okay. So maybe they will ask you about an item. Item yani shay. It can be a laptop. It can be a phone. So be careful about item. Some students don't know what does it mean item. Item mean object, a thing. Okay, a shay. It can be a laptop. It can be a phone. Okay, so be careful about that. Maybe they ask you about, okay, this is easy. About the activity, maybe they will ask you about activity. Maybe they will ask you about famous company. They may ask you. So you can talk about, for example, Orido. You can talk about PDO company. Maybe so you did not visit any companies there. So here you can make a story. Well, for example, I visited, what was that Omani company? Chips Oman company, for example. And there were many shops, and I really enjoyed it. I understood how they make, you know, the chips or such kind of things. Adi, about great news, about maybe they talk about I don't know, what else they may ask you. Okay, let me show you the topics. For example, maybe they will talk about birthday. So be careful about shopping, about celebrities. Celebrities, any mashhoor people, shabab, like Ali Al-Habsi. Okay? Ali Al-Habsi, ليش you like this celebrity? Any famous people. I love him. I like him because he is a great player, because he helped so many people in Oman. He has a good personality. They will ask you maybe about transportation, mood transportation, any bus, taxi. Okay, bus, taxi. Maybe they will ask you about sweets. Okay, sweets are muzer, harmful. You should know the meaning of harmful, muzer. About science, ulum. Okay, you should know the idea about science. Okay, about wedding. Some students don't know what does wedding means. Yeah, wedding means ars. Ars means marriage. Okay, so be careful about that. So these are some topics that you should be careful about that. About the mistake, yani ghalat, you made a mistake. Maybe they ask you about this, or maybe about you were angry. This topic. Many students don't know how to talk about this. They don't know how to talk about this. I will explain it to you, okay? Okay, I'm going to talk about a time that I became very angry. Anger, no. We should not say that I become anger. I became angry. I want to talk about a time that I became angry. Okay, I became angry. 2 years ago, when I was driving, somebody hit my car from behind. So at that time, I became very angry. And I shouted at that person. And I used bad words. But after some time, I felt so bad. And I apologized to that person, for example. I'm not angry right now, and I never try to become angry in my life, because anger is not good. See? Anger is not good. Anger is not good. We should always control our anger. We should control our anger. So be careful how to use angry in your sentences, in your speaking. All right? Maybe they will ask you about journey or trip. Some students don't know the meaning of journey, any safar. Okay? Journey. I went to the UAE. It was a very, boring journey. You can say that because the distance, masafa, was too long. Okay? About the news, I got a good news. I got news from I got a good news 2 years ago. My brother, for example, passed the entrance exam or whatever. Maybe they will ask you about application. App yani application, shabab. WhatsApp, Instagram. So be careful about this. That's it. These are some of the topics that you should know. Now I want to ask one of you to have a practice. For example, for this one or this one, I don't know which one you want to practice. Anybody wants to have a practice? Topic. Okay, this one. Who wants to give a try? Now let me see how you're going to answer. I explain everything. Now I want one student to explain the question that I'm showing in the way that I explain it. So who is ready to do it? Who is that lion Asad to speak in front of how many students we have? 31 students, mashallah. Who is ready? Yalla, shabab. Because you need to practice. After this practice, khalas, we are done. Anybody is ready to have a practice? Who wants to answer this question? Okay. Mosab, you are going to talk about this. You have 1 minute to prepare yourself for this question. Take notes, and once you are ready, just let me know. I made it short, actually. I tried to make it short, actually. You should say I deleted. So this is the short form. Okay, Mosab, you can start. Your 1 minute is over.
I'm going to speak about the best part of the best part of city. Actually,
The best part of my city. Yes.
Actually, the name of this place is Nizwa. It is Nizwa, a beautiful place. It is in Dakhiliya, and I go to Nizwa every weekend with my friends. Sometimes I go to with my father. And why I like this? Because I like the Nizwa. It is when I go to Nizwa, I feel happy, and it is I can see many things in Nizwa, uh, like the traditional things like the food, and traditional things like goats, and when I like to go to the uh, s- animals, sheep, animals souk. In this place, you can see how people to buy and to sell animals, different types of animals, and other I like uh, to to visit to visit s- to visit um, uh, Omani halwa shops. It is in Nizwa have many shops to sell halwa, Omani halwa, and I can try to have some Omani halwa and drink coffee and Omani coffee. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much, Mosab. Now I will give my feedback, okay? Mosab, first of all, you need to be very careful about the topic. It says that favorite part of city. Favorite part, only one part. For example, if you are in every, you should only talk about one part. I know this question is very difficult. They are not talking about, speak about one of your favorite city. They are not saying your favorite city. They're saying favorite part of your city. So you should only choose one part of that city. For example, okay, I'm going to talk about my favorite part of my city. Actually, my hometown is Nizwa. There are many amazing, places to visit in Nizwa. But my favorite place is Nizwa Souk. Nizwa Souk is one of the oldest and most popular places for tourists in Nizwa. See, you should talk about Nizwa Souk because that is the best part of the Nizwa. They did not ask you talk about city. So you should be careful about that. This is one nukta number one. You explained a lot of information that was good, but try to have some pauses sometimes. Try to connect sentences with plus, I don't know, also, and try to finish it nicely. Finally, for example, you can say, I strongly suggest you to visit, for example, Souk Nizwa, because you will definitely enjoy it. And if you finish it in a nice way also, that will be better. But that was okay. The whole thing was okay, fine. And mashallah, you explained a lot. But be careful. Be careful about the topic. Good job. That was good. All right. Is there anyone who wants to talk about this? Or should I change this topic and show you another topic? It is somehow challenging. If your English is good, you can talk about this. Anybody? Or should I change it? About this, you learn something from a mistake. This is also challenging. So here, you need to use your mukh nicely. Mistake, yani not a grammatical mistake. A mistake, yani, for example, you stole, you sarqa some money from the pocket of your dad, for example. Okay? Or you use some bad words to your friends. Or, for example, you hurt your friend. Or, for example, you did not study. For example, when you were in level 1, and that was a big mistake. Or you always used to use when you were younger, you used to play. You used to use your phone a lot. This is a mistake. Or you used to be a impolite person, or you used to drive very fast. This is a mistake, driving fast. So be careful. Some students don't know how to talk about this. Maybe you were a kazzab before. I was a liar. I used to lie a lot, but now I learned so many things and I never lie. Is it? So these are mistakes. So be careful about it, okay? I think it is better to finish it, Shabab, because you need to practice and you need to sleep early. Only for tomorrow, try to remember those kalamat that I told you at the beginning, okay? And the nukat that I reviewed with you tonight. And that's it. And inshallah ta'ala, I hope that tomorrow you get easy questions and you do a good job tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. If you do not have any questions, we can go and enjoy our night.
Mr.
Yes, yes. Yes.
Can you show the topics
question?
again?
Okay, you want to talk about it? Which one?
Topics.
Topics, okay. This one, I will switch off my camera. Maybe your screenshot. Okay. This one. We don't know what topic you get, Shabab. These are just, topics we got it from YouTube, from, internet. So you get different topics. We don't know, there are millions, hundreds of topics. The thing is, you need to practice those kalamat that I told you. Try to use nice vocabulary, nice sentences. That is important. Otherwise, we don't know which topic you will get, Shabab. About topic, you should not be worried about that because we don't know. Nobody knows what topic you will get. Just try to read the nukat, the kalamat, the grammar. All these things are important now. Okay. Any other question, Shabab?
Mister, can you send the PDF on the group?
Okay, I sent. It is already there. Did you check the link which I sent before in the channel? I sent it there. The link. All these stuff are there. But I will send it again. Tamam, inshallah, on WhatsApp. I will send it. Tamam. Okay. All right, Shabab. You can go right now because it is late and you need to have a little bit practice. So it was nice meeting you all. Take care of yourself and be a good human and help each other all the time. Okay. On behalf of Bluish Academy, I would like to wish you good luck and I see you next time. Bye-bye for now and see ya.